staying, I guess, in your own personal life about some of the challenges later in life that you, after your playing career. I'll give you the floor on that and what you'd like people to know about that in advance of reading your book, One Tough Out, Rod.
Well, Rich, I had a really big heart attack. I was doing an event for the Angels at the stadium the night before that I had the heart attack, and I think I flatlined 2 or 3 times. So, I kept asking God. I says, "Don't you want me? Aren't you ready for me? Don't you need a good hitter?" So, those are my thoughts. And he kept saying to me, "No, I'm not ready for you yet. I'll let you know when I'm ready." But it was a situation that, I went out and I was playing by myself. And, after I put my club back in the bag, my hands were getting clammy. And I had like an indigestion burn in my chest. And it's the first time that I ever felt anything like that. And so it's a good thing I was on the first hole. Because if I was on the second hole, they wouldn't have found me alive. But I was able to back my cart up to the front of the clubhouse and walked inside nonchalant and asked the lady to call the paramedics because I felt something was going on with me. And the next thing you know, I was laying on the floor and I was out. And when I opened my eyes, for some reason I saw this paramedic with the zappers, and he was yelling, "Let's go, we're losing him. Let's go, we're losing him." And then I went out again, and they brought me back. But during that course of that 1 second or 2 seconds of seeing the paramedic, he had a really glow around him as he's yelling, "Let's go, let's go." And it reminded me so much of Michelle, my daughter, when she was in the hospital, and I used to lay in bed with her and read the magazines. And she'd always tell me, "Dad, you can't see him, but my guardian angel is sitting over in the corner. He's got this big white light around him, and he's got his hands in a prayer mode." And I used to say, "Honey, I think you're having too many drugs, But she says, "Oh, no, Dad, he's here." And then when it happened to me, it was like, wow, now I believe what she was saying to me.
And talking about One Tough Out too, Rod, the story of your heart as well. That there is the heart that you have inside is not your own. It's of an NFL player, and this is a story that we saw on NFL Network quite a bit. Conrad Ruland, who was a 6th grader in Southern California, and about the organ donor and who it is. What a story this is, sir.
Well, I was out at I went to visit my son at school, and he was out front running around, and then he looked at me and he says, "You're Rod Carew, aren't you?" I says, "Yes, sir." I says, "Who are you?" He says, "Oh, my name is Conrad." And he says, "One day I'm going to grow up to be an athlete." And I said to him, "Well, make sure that you study your books first." He says, "Oh, no, I'm a good student. I'm going to be okay." And that was the first meeting with him. And here, how many years later, he turned around to be the young man that would give me his heart and prolong my life.
I mean, that stuff you can't make up, Rod. I mean, and obviously he was an NFL player who died well before his time. But the fact that you met him as a 6th grader first, and you counseled him on how to be a good person and also succeed in life, it really is remarkable. And you're friends with his family, correct, Rod?
Yes, we are. After I got out of the hospital, my wife and I were able to visit his family and give his mother the opportunity to hear his heartbeat. And, just put her head on my chest and listen to his heartbeat. And she said, just like, the last time that I put my head on his chest and heard his heartbeat, same heartbeat. So we became tied to them and started doing a lot of things with them because Conrad's going to be with me forever. So why not?
Just beautiful, Rod.